discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the March 17th, 1998 edition of Raw is War, and the match card is as follows. In our opening contest, we have Ken Shamrock taking on D'Lo Brown. Jeff Jarrett takes on Tom Brandi. The Headbangers take on the Rock and Roll Express and Jim Cornette in a handicap match. Chainsaw Charlie takes on Billy Gunn. Triple H takes on Owen Hart for the European Championship, and in our main event we have an in-ring confrontation between Luna and Sable. All right. Hello.
Main event is really generous.
Main event is really generous. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a regular schmegular episode of the New to Wrestling podcast. If you are new here, you are in luck. That is Kelsey. If you are not, I'm here to help you out. My name is Xavier. All right, guys. Hello. We're taking a break from the interviews this week. And that takes us to the penultimate episode of Raw before WrestleMania 14.
So insane. Also, I was saying yay, not like yay, we don't have any interviews, because that came off like, ew, I'm sick of it.
Oh, no. Just every now and again, it's nice to kiki.
Yeah, I love when we're just, we're back in the saddle, back on the train. I need to see this WrestleMania. I feel like it's been such a long time coming because we really took a break because I had to move, and like I just want to see the girls fight.
No,
like
literally the girls fight.
Literally the girls fight, but also Kane and Undertaker like still not fought.
No,
like I still have not seen that.
No, we've been dragging it along for a minute now.
I've been suffering, and I love this little tete-a-tete we're doing. It's fun, but also at the same time, it's like, girl, give me the smack. I need to see. Like I want to see.
No, honestly. I'm living for the drama, the supernatural drama that we have unfolding between the two. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm always here for the supernatural drama. I'm here for the regular drama also, but like supernatural just adds an element of pizzazz that I didn't know I needed in my life. But
yeah,
and I'm ready to.
We should have known that you needed it in your life.
No, truly, truly should have seen that one coming. But let that old razzle dazzle.
Amazing. All right, guys, let's get into it. So in our opening segment, we have Ken Shamrock coming out to do an interview with Kevin Kelly, and they basically go on to kind of show the events of last week, where we have like a 4-on-1 situation with the Nation because they attacked Ken Shamrock after the match, and then we see this kind of about face when The Rock decides that he's got it handled, only to find out he did not in fact have it handled, for Ken Shamrock to turn it around, put him in an ankle lock, and that's how we leave the Nation last week. So Kevin Kelly, Journalism Award of the evening, out here asking the hard questions.
He was grilling the girls.
Yeah,
grilling the girls.
100%. And honestly, someone's got to. There is more journalistic integrity out of Kevin Kelly than whatever the fuck is going on in the world today. Let's just put it that way. I am
not kidding. You are so real for
never
say it.
Someone like not let somebody not answer a question more vehemently than Kevin Kelly this evening.
Usually like, hey, you didn't answer what I said. Like,
no, we need more of that. We need more of that. Yeah. Thank you very much. So Kevin Kelly asks Ken Shamrock about his temper. And I'm just saying, like, one thing you never want to ask somebody who has a temper is how they handle that temper. Let's just put it that way.
How do you keep a lid on your temper? And he literally goes, "I'm always mad," or whatever the Hulk says.
No, but yeah, right. I don't
My
have to get mad.
I'm always angry.
Mad. Yeah.
And that is you, by the way.
100%. So he's asked about his temper, and then Ken Shamrock goes in to like fall back on his he's like, I am a mixed martial artist. I rely on discipline.
A man of discipline.
Right. And you were like, and then he was like, y'all don't have to worry about me losing my temper. The Rock has to worry about me losing my temper. And I was like, okay, fair. Like, okay, cool. We got it.
He's getting there. Like, I feel like his promos are slowly but surely like creeping to good, which sounds mean, but
no, but I mean, we also like know there's a learning curve when people come from outside of the world of wrestling.
Yes. Yes.
This is
I
not
had
a
that.
man that grew up watching wrestling or any of that. This is a man who had a whole other career somewhere else and is sneaking in. So,
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
it's very much a learn on the go.
Yes, I will say though, I was like, why are we worried about Ken Shamrock losing his temper? That's like the best part when
Right.
he goes sicko mode. That's my favorite part when he
100%.
goes ShamWow, like whatever that is.
We're gonna start using that.
The
Sham
ShamWow when he goes crazy.
Yeah, Ken hitting that ShamWow.
Thank God.
So he being Ken is interrupted by The Rock. The Rock, of course, hits us with some tried and trues, some know your role, shut your mouth. And then he goes on to tell Ken Shamrock that he wouldn't last 2 minutes with any member of the nation, let alone The Rock, the Intercontinental Champion. And then he voluntold D'Lo to get his ass down to the ring to represent the nation in this contest. And you're like,
Oh, D'Lo.
D'Lo looked mystified, perplexed.
Gooped, gagged, this,
Right.
that, and the third. And the thing about D'Lo is that like it's just always him. Like he's always gonna get shoved in the like
It's always
he's
D'Lo.
taking hits on the 316 truck. He's,
No,
getting thrown, throttled. Oh,
100%. Literally the only person to take
God
any
bless him.
offense from Ahmed Johnson during that entire last feud. Like, I swear to God,
I
everybody else
am
in the
not kidding.
nation couldn't catch a hit, but D'Lo Brown was getting put through tables and like getting his ass handed to him
God.
every other
He
week.
was God's strongest soldier, I swear.
Ooh,
Like he really
certainly the nation's. So
certainly.
The Rock sends D'Lo down to fight. Um, Ken, before that, before we actually like get the D'Lo coming down, really, Ken's liberal use of the word monkey was aggressive,
Okay.
and really uncalled for.
Girl, we were like, we can, oh my God, ha. And then he goes like, shut your monkey ass up. And we went,
We were like, "Excuse me."
we were literally as if somebody flashed us on the street. We were like,
Gooped,
oh, oh my
gooped
God.
aghast. I
Like
was like, "What, sir?" I was like,
I
"That's
was
aggressive."
taken aback by
Right.
that.
I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, okay."
oh,
Uh,
hey, that's what we're not gonna do here on this day
no,
today. On
100%.
this day
And we were
today,
really, and we said it like while we were watching, we were like, "Yes, Ken, go off."
Ken, yes. And then we're like,
And then he goes and puts his foot in his mouth. We're like, "Oh, oh,
oh,
oh, okay, all
oh,
right."
and then we were literally going like, oh, okay, okay, so,
Moving on.
um,
No,
oh
literally, like
God,
brutal,
ooh,
absolutely brutal. But
mm-mm.
again, and like I hate to just be like it's 1998. It's not 1960. Like
That's what
let's this is crazy.
you don't gotta even tell me, bro.
Like just yeah. So we let that
Ooh.
happen on television. They get into this 2 minute skirmish where it seems like Ken is going to come out on top. He's got D'Lo in the ankle lock. He's got like 20 seconds left. D'Lo's in the middle of the ring, can't go nowhere. He looked like he's about to cry. The Rock
Poor
comes into
baby.
the ring from behind with a steel chair, smacks the ever living shit out of Ken
Girl,
Shamrock in the back, and then proceeds to hit Ken Shamrock with the infamous chair shot, the one that's been kind of discussed a lot as far as Ken Shamrock is concerned. He talks about it on a podcast fairly recently, where he like takes credit for the idea, so that we all know that The Rock just wasn't going into business for himself and taking Ken Shamrock's head off of his shoulders. Um,
girl.
and yeah, it was brutal. It was absolutely insane to
His
see.
I wouldn't have been surprised if his brain, like I literally watched his brain come out the other side. Like it
Like a
was,
cartoon, yeah.
I was not expecting that. Like not a chair shot like that. And I didn't,
Mhm.
obviously I am new and did not know this was an infamous moment in time, but I
Right, right.
literally felt history happen in that moment. Like
Yeah,
I
he
witnessed it
smacked the shit out of him.
in the future it happened and somehow I was in the temporal vortex and witnessed it at the same time. Like I don't know, it just really took
Hmm.
me someplace because it obviously took him someplace and that was the hospital.
Right, very
The
much so.
hospital.
Because it is announced that Ken is suffering from a concussion.
Well,
We hit up with another segment with Ken in a little bit. So our next segment leads off with Sable coming down to the ring, and she hits us with just a short and sweet promo. She comes
Yeah.
down looking like $1 million in her
Duh.
like leather cat suit. We
Duh.
love to see it. Kelsey was like, the extensions are in, the hair is
Extensions are
high.
in, titties
Uh,
are out,
yeah.
anger is in that stride. And now every time I hear that intro, I think of Brian Baum.
No, literally,
When
100%.
I hear the whip noise, I'm like, I think of him, which
Yeah,
I
somewhere
love.
Brian's smiling. Speaking of which, that episode will be coming out or is already out actually. So if you haven't
Yeah,
listened to
go
it, you
watch
should
it.
because
It's
that
so
one was
fun.
yeah, that one was like talking to like an old pal and less like an interview.
Yeah, the
So
girl, it was like the girlies getting together other than an interview because we really were like
Gavin,
yapping.
yeah,
At one
yeah.
point, I was like, hey, we have to talk about you. I don't know how we keep getting back to the two of
Sidetrack.
us. Yeah, whack. So
Whack.
fun though. If you haven't watched it, please go. It was so good.
Absolutely amazing. So Sable's in the middle of the ring looking like $1 million. Short, sweet, to the point. Luna, you little bitch. This has been going on long enough. Let's settle this tonight. And short, sweet, to the point. And she's like, okay. And she says she uses the word fight, not match,
Thank you.
to just to clarify. Because I was out here thinking it was going to be a match, and it was not.
No, it
Uh,
was so whatever. We'll get to it. Put a pin
right.
in that.
So next, we have the Phoenix Suns mascot, the Phoenix Gorilla, repel from the ceiling,
Hate it.
and then joins commentary for the next match, even though he doesn't speak, um, which was, I guess, a choice. So the
I don't
next,
know.
yeah, it's fine considering the next match was Jeff Jarrett versus Tom Brandy yet again, because for some
Girl,
reason we can't just let this drop. We just have to keep
I
rehashing this match every like 3 weeks.
I don't understand. And do you guys remember when, and I only made the connection again when because Sable was just out there. I was like, remember when they like briefly had Tom Brandy as like potentially a love interest for Sable or something and he was
Right,
like
right.
really getting in the middle of their marriage and then suddenly it's just like,
Boop,
well, whatever.
moved on. Right. He had a name change and moved on. And we're just like, okay. But Jeff Jarrett comes down in a I guess like leather light up jacket and double J's, a top hat that is also lighting up with some Y2K ass sunglasses or glasses that were also lit up, riding a white horse.
A
Why?
horse.
Why? Who said, you know what this ensemble needs? A steed.
A
No,
horse.
literally nobody. Like nobody was like, this is what we need. I didn't ask to get on the road to El Dorado. What are we doing, guys? Like, can we not? Because why? Why are we being subjected to Jeff Jarrett, the human life show, a light show on a horse, on horseback? That's what this like gimmick needed. Like, are you kidding? Why? Why?
Oh my God, the road to El Dorado. Oh my God. You know what else? It looked like the horse that Donkey turns into in Shrek 2.
Literally, yeah. I was just like, because first of all, it's like,
Oh
okay,
my
so
God.
you've paired Jeff Jarrett with Tennessee Lee. They're both
Girl,
Tennesseans, sure. So if you're gonna go like the weird like faux cowboy route, let's go. Let's bring out the chaps. Let's commit. Then why are you coming
oh my
out dressed
God,
to the nines like a
honey.
billboard? Like it doesn't track. The
The
combo is not
brand,
tracking for me.
the brand
Um,
is so confused, girl. The
Speaking of the
brand
brand
is
being
confused.
confused, Brandy, um,
Girl,
who suddenly
don't
as
even fucking
who
start. Oh,
suddenly like character, please, it doesn't matter, but who suddenly his character has just decided to just take on just all of the Italianness of his being. Yet for some reason, we've moved on from Salvatore Sincere. I know we've talked about this before, but it
I was
still
literally just
doesn't
gonna
make any
say,
sense.
I
It
will
doesn't make
beat
any
this dead
sense.
horse. I will beat Jeff Jarrett's dead horse to death about this
Crazy.
because it makes no fucking sense.
No
It makes
sense.
no sense. Why are we doing Italian flag la 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 with the name Tom Brandy, but we did pink windbreaker and the fedora and the yacht rock what look for Salvatore Sincere. We are just the identity crisis is so crazy.
So
Free my
crazy.
dog from the shackles of his own brain. I don't know what is going on here
Right.
on this
No.
day.
So this match finishes with Jeff Jarrett on top finishing with a figure four. I
Sure.
guess we're building Jeff Jarrett towards what? I don't know.
I mean, they brought him in on a horse on Monday Night Raw.
So,
Whose horse is that? What is this?
I'm so
Take
disgusted.
off one accessory before you leave the
Absolutely.
house.
Thank you. And that's a word for all.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, word to the wise. So that takes us into our next segment, which is a little backstage update on Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock is being seen being carted away in a stretcher to go off to the hospital, only
Mm-mm.
for Kevin Kelly to be interrupted by The Rock. And he's like, I couldn't care less about Kenny. I don't know why are we wasting camera time on that guy?
That was
Um,
so
what
funny.
we should be concerned about now is finding out who is going to be The Rock's opponent at WrestleMania. So because that's really the question on everybody's mind.
The hot
Um,
piping tea.
yeah, he talks a few more licks of shit to Ken Shamrock and then moves on with his life. But I love it. I think
Me
it's
too.
interesting. I think this feud has been done well. I think it may like we've made Ken Shamrock a legitimate threat based now not just because of his like background but now because like he'll snap and kill you and I love that. Be
Exactly. Why are we tempering the rage? Let it out.
right.
Uncork it. Release the
No.
Kraken. I agree. And I was going to say, and again, this is an extremely obvious statement, but I am new to wrestling. The Rock is such a natural on the mic. It's
Hmm.
so crazy. And I really feel like, and not to discount who Ken Shamrock is as an athlete, but I feel like because The Rock is so good, it's that classic wrestling thing where it's just like he is making Ken such a viable threat because The Rock is so good.
Right. And
Like,
because he plays up the things that Ken does a lot.
yes, and obviously D'Lo made him look really good too in their little 2 minute squabble, but I'm like I just because they're so good and The Rock is just so excellent on the mic, like it just makes anyone he faces really like so legit. Like it's just
Hmm.
so fierce.
um I love this. And we really know you're on the road to WrestleMania when you be getting them long ass video packages, which is what we
Girl,
what we got next. We
we are
are
so back.
yes, we are so back, baby, because they hit us with the HBK versus Austin, like, WrestleMania build video package, and
It
then
was
they go into each wrestler individually. So they hit us with an HBK like in-depth video package, his whole career. Like we're talking like the ladder match versus Razor, kicking Brett in the face while he's in a wheelchair, like the winning the title at WrestleMania 12, the gambit. We got
the
it
zip
all. The sexy
line,
boy, the DX iteration, the
the
like acting a
mullet.
fool. I love it because in the video package was great. It also took us through many a genre of music, which I was here for
My
because
favorite.
it started out with some like real like I want to say like movie trailer esque kind of like vibes, and then took us to the club. I was not ready. It was so
Girl,
good. It
we were
was
sitting
so
here and we were
good.
like, wow, wow. And then we were like, oh, like
Because listen, when they hit us with it, what am I gonna do? Not move? I'm only human.
I'm not kidding. And I was riveted. I was riveted by this package. Whoever put this together, amen, bravo, well done. You earned
Mm-hmm.
your check and your
100%.
Christmas bonus this year. I wonder too if they went so hard on it because they
It's
know Shawn
Sean's.
Michaels isn't coming back after WrestleMania. Because it really kind of felt like knock on wood, God forbid, like he died. Like it really it was like at least 5 minutes long. Like it was long.
Yeah, yeah, no, it very easily could have been dubbed as like an in memoriam.
In memoriam, like the fiercest, diva whoever did it. But it
Whoever divaed.
whoever diva, a diva is a female version of a hustler. But
Amen.
and amen, thank you, the gospel. But I seriously, it was so good. And I was like, wow, they got me. They got me so hyped for this feud, this
Yeah,
beef.
I know. I'm here for it. I loved this video package. And the thing that's like crazy is like this is going to be the last match we see Shawn wrestle for 4 years.
I'm so sad,
4 years. He doesn't return until summer of 2002. Although we will see him, I'll give you the heads up, in other roles, as for at least a little bit, as the WWE tries to figure out what to do with him. We
So
later
sad.
learn his drug problems would cause him to be kind of released and have to go deal with that. But this isn't the last of Shawn. We will
No, I
see
know.
a little bit more in just kind of various roles. But, in the capacity that we've come to know and love him, crazy. And this
It's
goes to talk
so
about the point that
sad.
we were like talking about when um it was like Brett and Shawn when we were talking about how like they were essentially the cornerstones of the WWF for the early part of the 90s into 1997. And we
Hmm.
were all just like, what would it be without them? And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what the WWF is without Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
I
Uh,
know. I'm so curious because Bret Hart was a real blow. You guys know I had like a real grieving process with that because I was so caught up in how much I hated his little like Canadian shtick that I like forgot that I wasn't going to see him anymore.
mhm,
And so with Shawn, I really tried to savor every moment because I was like, I cannot make this mistake again.
mhm,
But
mhm,
yeah, because it's okay, watching this as like in the year of our Lord 2025
mhm.
is great because I know it's going to be good. Like I know that we're going into an era that's going to be like really incredible and like like legitimately historic in
Right,
terms of wrestling. Like if you write the story of wrestling, like you include the Attitude Era is like the biggest chapter or like the at least the meatiest most interesting chapter
right. Yeah, yeah,
arguably.
yeah. Mhm.
But if you don't know, like if you're watching this in real time, like back in 1997 or in 1998,
Right.
you like don't like when Shawn leaves, like I can imagine being like, well, what are we doing now? Like what's gonna
Right.
happen now? Like that's really
Mhm.
insane. That is
No,
really so insane.
absolutely bonkers. So that takes us into our next match, which is the Headbangers taking on the Rock and Roll Express and Jim Cornette. We get a little flashback to Shotgun Saturday Night, where Jim Cornette gets very involved in attacking Thrasher after the match, after he's already been like unconscious for some reason or another. So he decides to get his little elbow drop in.
Great elbow
Kudos to
drop, by the
Jim.
way.
A
I'm
great
just
elbow
saying.
drop, for not a wrestler.
It was fierce.
We love to see it. But that brings us to this match, where the Headbangers want hands on Cornette, so they want him in the match. So they do their entrances. Mosh grabs a mic, and is basically like, I know this is supposed to be a handicap match, but I think you guys are the ones with the handicap because you have Jim Cornette in your corner. And you're like, la, 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 like, okay.
Ah,
Um, and then yeah, so the match goes on. We have a couple fun moments like the rowing the boat from the Headbangers on the Rock and Roll Express, where they not have
love.
them both knocked down. They use their legs as like a boat. Uh,
So
the
funny.
Headbangers hit the stage dive to pick up the victory. And then Cornette is like forcibly brought in before we see the return of Bob Holly and Bart Gunn. We haven't
Mama.
seen these gentlemen in months and months and months and months and months. Bob is blonde now. Interesting.
Hate
And
it.
and Bart, seemingly separated from his brother, is now entering in what is going to be dubbed the new Midnight Express. Jim Cornette grabs the microphone, proclaims them as the younger, better, faster version of the Midnight Express, and then he goes on to say, oh, he introduces them as, because it would be remiss if I didn't
Oh
give these
no.
alliterations. Bombastic Bob Holly and bodacious Bart Gunn.
I have to leave.
I must I must depart. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. First of all, Bob Holly bleached his hair within an inch of its life. It is crispy. Do
Crispy.
not get close to a single open flame, Bob. You will go up immediately.
Immediately.
Even in the proximity, you
Mm,
will go right up.
Mm,
And I loved Bart Gunn. When
right.
he came out, I was like, who is that? And Xavier's like, it's Bart Gunn. And I was like, girl, really? And I normally, and this is just personal preference, this has nothing to do with anything, but I normally love long hair on a man. Love long hair, like a whole thing.
Hmm.
Girl, it is not it. That's not it. That is
No.
not it. And this
Weird
new
and
Midnight
scary.
Express, I am so tired of doing like the new this, the new that. Just be something. Like be
Just be
your
something
own
new.
thing.
Just be
Thank
something
you.
new.
Like when they did again, it's harkening back to like
The
fake
new
racer and fake
blackjacks.
diesel, the new blackjacks, the new shut up.
Right.
Like just do something else because New Age Outlaws doesn't count. That's different. New Age. It's not new. It's like something else. But
Right.
the new this, the new, shut
It's
up.
because
Like
they're just
just
like rehashing things that have already been. And it's like
yeah, and why?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's a little banking too hard on nostalgia for me. To be like first of all, like you're in a different company than where the Midnight Express like did most of their business.
Boop.
So it's like you have to kind of then make everybody aware of who the original Midnight Express was to inform who this new group is, even though
And
this new
go
group has no ties to the original.
and nobody's doing that, especially in at this time. Like
Hmm.
in 1998, like no yes, like the internet was a thing, we're Googling whatever, but it's like nobody is going home and Googling the Midnight Express. I can almost guarantee it. It's like I I just feel like, and I love Jim Cornette. He is a wrestling monster, but I love Jim Cornette, but in this like scenario, I just feel like he is not reading the room where it's like they want new, they want different, they want like what
Right.
Stone Cold is offering, what
But that
um
is he is the heel. So it's baby
mm,
faces give the fans
mm.
what they want, heels take away what they want. So
Right.
like
See how it works on me in real time. I love when this happens because I just get so pissed off. I'm like, why are you showing me this shit? And it's literally working. Wow, wrestling is everything.
wrestling literally is everything. So yeah. So
Wrestling
I
is
mean,
everything.
while I agree, this kind of like NWA like rehash is
Blah
kind
blah
of just
blah.
like a little lame, or it's like feeling a little lame. I can understand the thought process behind it because if the entire product or the entire like what is popular now is like shifting towards something more brash, more whatever, you want
Yes.
something, you want the antagonist to be like if you're going in a new direction, brash, young, whatever, then your antagonist needs to be traditional, older,
Like digging their
established.
heels in.
Right. So that's kind of like I understand
Uh
the theory behind
girl.
it, but
I
I don't know if the
yes.
execution is really there.
Okay, period. No, I agree. Okay, yes. The thought process there, execution isn't my favorite, but that is an excellent point. And wow, Bishop got me.
Yeah, I mean, they
I was
got
really
listen,
peased.
they
And I should
it's
know that Jim Cornette is always thinking like three steps ahead.
yeah, that guy's got a mind for wrestling like none other. But
Girl,
that takes us into our next segment and the return of the gorilla. He comes out and is, playing to the crowd, doing his thing. Kane blackout,
mama.
Kane music. Kane comes out, choke slams the ever living shit out of this gorilla, tombstones this gorilla, and the gorilla is dead. So rip Harambe, this thing is is cooked. Like poor mascot was not on his bingo card.
I literally love that the visual of like the gorillas out there doing whatever, and Paul is in the back and is like, okay, I've had a fucking enough of this.
No,
Get out
literally.
there. I can't take this anymore. Like,
And
and sends
honestly,
Kane out.
100% it's still
Yes.
like the first time I've ever agreed with Paul Bearer.
I'm not kidding. I'm not
Because
kidding.
the
When
way
the
they were having that gorilla on just any dead time out there, they were just like,
and
damn.
and the thing is like I guess the gag about the gorilla is that he's like clumsy or something. So he kept like falling and like rolling
Right.
around and like and I was like, girl, get this person out of here. What is this? And then when the Kane blackout happened, I was like, there is no way. And then I was like, there is a God.
There
I've
is.
never, oh my God, that was so amazing.
Great segment.
Thank
So
you.
the European champion Owen Hart joins the commentary team for what's going to be like the next hour. He's supposed to finish out the show, but things happen. Um, love to see it. Love Owen. Comes out in a little tracksuit. Cute AF. Our next
So cute.
So cute. Our next match is Chainsaw Charlie taking on Billy Gunn with the Road Dogg. The New Age Outlaws come out with a dumpster that says Jack's House spray painted on the side.
Well,
I'm loving Road Dogg on the mic. I am so glad they've allowed him to be himself and
yeah,
just kind of talk shit because that's what he's good at.
it's
He's
true.
actually also been named, I think, one of the head writers of SmackDown today. Yeah, Road Dogg.
Love.
There's some mixed feelings about it. A lot of people didn't love his last tenure as a writer, but there is like a caveat to it that was under the Vince McMahon kind of regime, and Vince McMahon was known for the red pencil. Um, so
Well, I feel like
so
anyone who was under the Vince McMahon regime, like, well, within reason. I was gonna say deserves a second chance within reason.
well, no. I was gonna
Big
say
asterisk.
yeah. Whatchamacallit? I was gonna say the especially in like the later half where Vince really like where he doesn't have competition anymore and he doesn't really like he's really like settled into like the CEO, really doesn't now have to listen to anybody. Later on it becomes more of like a oh, like Vince has other priorities, Vince changes the show last minute, blah 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 blah. So I can see how like people are like, I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm excited. I would love to
Yeah,
see Road Dogg um without the constraints of a Vince McMahon kind of overshadowing the writing decisions.
agree. Fully
So
agree.
love that. Um, Road Dogg decides to just, I guess, make commentary for the entire uh uh why can't I think of the word? Stadium, sure.
Arena, call it
Yeah,
whatever it
there,
is.
yeah. And just is like commentating the mic or the match over the mic and just being absolutely ridiculous. Um, Sure. Yeah. At one point, he's calling Mr. Ass Senor Ass. He's like, "You're killing him," and you're just like, "What is happening?" Like, hello?
It is so strange. And it like to the point where I was like, it feels so quiet. And then I was like, because he's talking so much that the commentators are just
Can't
like,
they can't talk? Like, it's
okay.
impossible for them to do anything,
And yeah, and
because
he's
that's
just going like,
literally their
yeah,
job.
yeah. He's just going, yeah, get him, get
Right.
him. Oh no. Like what?
So ridiculous.
So
Um,
funny.
Billy Gunn hits two pile drivers on Chainsaw Charlie and then doesn't finish the pin. Big mistake, as we know in
Douche.
wrestling. Road Dogg comes in with the title, forces the disqualification. Chainsaw Charlie gets the better of the two, hits the DDT on the title on Billy Gunn. Love to see it. We see it cuts to the top of the ramp where Cactus Jack is standing, looking menacing.
So
Um,
menacing.
and Chainsaw Charlie gets his licks on Road Dogg, and then we see him like basically like hog tying his legs.
This
And we're
was
like,
so amazing.
okay. And then Cactus Jack at the top of the ramp moves over to a rope that is just suspended from the ceiling, and he just starts lifting Road Dogg up like he was a piñata. Just
Girl.
leave like, it
By
was
the ankles,
by
just
the ankles. Just up we go.
first of all, kind of hot that he's that strong, that he just
Hmm
of his own volition with this little rope just yoinked another body just with the dead weight up
hmm
with apparent ease. I love
Right.
Mick Foley.
Yeah,
This
same.
was very strange and made no sense to me, but also I was here for it because they are strange and make no sense either. So it's par
hmm
for the course. I mean, it works. It works
Yeah.
for them.
So Cactus then runs down and has to say his like little two-piece to the Road Dogg, and the Road Dogg or the New Age Outlaws last week gave a warning to Cactus Jack to not leave his partner's side. Um Cactus Jack turns it around and is like, hey, remember that. You probably shouldn't have done that. And then he's found himself. He's like, I have to admit something. I don't actually know how to get you down. So I guess your ass better call somebody. And you're just like,
Girl.
and you're just like, damn, I love, listen,
Damn.
there's nothing I love more than a turn of phrase. And that is,
Honey.
that's
When
beautiful.
I impale you on your own sword verbally,
Beautiful. That's
I'm
art.
sleeping good tonight, girl. I'm
Uh,
like the
mm-hmm. Yes.
oh, I'm
Ho-
resting
honk shoe,
peacefully.
bitch. Honk shoe.
I am Hong Shu me.
Amazing. Absolutely spectacular. Um, so that's gonna take us to somebody who looks like she's never slept, and that's gonna be Luna Vachon, in a backstage segment. Um, and she's like, essentially to Sable, nobody tells me what to do. I'll fight you when I feel like fighting you. And turns out I do feel like fighting you tonight. And that was it. And you're like,
except
okay.
she except she sounds like she gargled nails.
No, 100%. No, she sounds, I know, it's so funny.
Mama.
Today, actually, fun fact for you, on the day that we are recording this is the anniversary of her death. So, rest in peace, Luna.
Rest in
So,
peace, Diva.
100%. But does she sound like she smoked every cigarette?
Every single one.
Every cigarette.
Let her be
And
a cautionary tale to all of
right.
you.
And like, let me take this a la Ron Swanson. I think you thought I heard a lot of cigarettes. I mean, every cigarette
Every single one.
that ever was.
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
And
she
that tongue
sounds.
ring is not helping her.
It's amazing. It's so good. It's
And
so
like, okay, girl, like that's your gig.
pop
Do your
off.
thing. But it's really funny. You're right. She was so confused because I was like, wait, she was like, no one tells me what to do. I'm not fighting anybody unless I want to, but I'll see you there. And I was like,
But you want to? Oh
what are
yes,
so they're fighting.
right.
Okay. I was
Uh,
like, that was all right, sure.
Right. So from that backstage segment, we have an in the ring interview between Kevin Kelly and Vince McMahon. Vince
Mama.
McMahon comes down to the ring to address the I guess unprofessional nature of what went down between him and Stone Cold Steve Austin. This promo is setting up the collision course that is going to be Mr. McMahon, the character,
It's happening.
being absolutely the foil to Steve Austin. If you and we'll get into it based on like what he says. So he's asked about what happened last week. He basically kind of just reiterates that the it was unprofessional, it was uncalled for, blah blah blah. And then he goes into you see him kind of like flip the switch into being like a heel, and he goes, Austin was pretty shocked when Mike Tyson was revealed to be a member of DX. Isn't that like crazy? And then he goes on to say, Kevin Kelly goes on to ask him after being provoked by Stone Cold Steve Austin why he didn't hit him, other than the obvious "I'm his boss." He
So
goes in to say,
yeah.
I had to exercise restraint to save the main event at WrestleMania. And Kevin Kelly's like, what do you mean, sir? How are you saving the main event? And then he goes, well, how would Austin compete in the main event with a broken jaw? Insinuating that Vince McMahon laying hands on anybody would result in a broken jaw. Interesting.
Girl.
So
Insane.
although he actually like does get
Insanity.
pretty shredded.
Well,
Um,
yeah, but also at this time, he's still the same one that took that Stone Cold Stunner, like the goofball of the century.
no, 100%.
I don't want to hear about broken jaws in this house
Mhm.
in this house today.
No, 100%. So then Kevin Kelly gets his journalism badge because he goes, do you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin as champion? You never answered that question last week. So, let's hear it. And he goes, well, it really doesn't matter what I want. It matters what the fans want. And Kevin Kelly's like, yeah, that's all well and good. However, you still haven't answered the question. Do you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin as the champion? I'm asking you now. The people are asking you now. Stone Cold asked you last week. What is the answer? And then he goes on to say that Austin as the champion would be essentially like a PR nightmare, which is not no. And
Well,
then Kevin Kelly's like, we all just want the truth. Vince basically turns this into a movie quote. He goes, "You can't handle the truth," and then Kevin Kelly really puts his foot down. And he goes, "Yeah, no, you still have not answered the question. It's a yes or a no." And I was like,
Ma-
"Damn, is he getting grilled in Congress? This is great!" Like,
no, I'm not kidding.
I was
He's
like,
like
this
filibustering.
I was like, okay, Kelly, pop the fuck off. Bitch, put your
Brr.
whole pussy in it. I don't
I
care.
swear he was so I'm Vince McMahon and this is Kevin Kelly. He was literally like this.
No. Yank that
Dragged
weave
her
all the way
ass.
back.
I'm not
Um,
kidding.
and then
Scalped.
Vince McMahon finally answers and he goes, it's not just a no, it's an oh hell no. So we are seeing what is going to be the antagonist Vince McMahon doing everything in his power to be to get in the way of Stone Cold Steve Austin's success. And there is everybody can relate to the man is keeping me down sentiment. And that is essentially what gets played out like through this story is I'm the worker, the employee, busting my ass week in, week out. I expect to see the fruits of my labor. My boss wants no part of that. And
It's
I love
so
it.
crazy.
I love
It's
it.
so crazy. And it is honestly like one of the greatest angles you could do.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they were able to take this, like use this is so good. And it's crazy because we have literally watched like the seeds of the Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
And like
Because this
now
goes
we're
all the way
finally
back to the Brett screwed Brett like interview.
even yes, I feel like even before that, like even when Bret Hart was like starting to like almost break the fourth wall, like where he was like blaming upper management for the fact that he kept getting interfere, like shit kept happening to him. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we started seeing like we had planted the seeds, and then like the Brett screwed Brett was like the little like one little thing coming up, and then like now we're like seeing like the blossoming, like it's
Mm-hmm.
like the flowers like about to open, and like instead of Thumbelina, it's like Vince the Mr. McMahon character pops out. But it's like we
Amazing.
have literally been waiting on this, or at least I have, like
Mm-hmm.
for
The entirety of the show
the
almost.
entirety of the show. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. I didn't know it was going to be such like a sweeping declaration of the oh hell no. Like I still
Mm-hmm.
thought he'd be like kind of vague about it. And
Wishy-washy about it. Yeah.
yes, and then Kevin Kelly got in there with the grill press panini Vince McMahon.
Right.
Like
But this is what we're seeing. We're losing Shawn, which is essentially your biggest heel antagonist.
yeah.
And he's basically going to be like replacing Shawn as the antagonist. Will he be like physically getting in there? We'll see.
Mhm.
Yes, eventually.
I can't,
But
it's yeah, it's so good too because like obviously the Undertaker is so huge and Kane is so huge, but that's like something that's like so niche. Like
mhm,
it's just not like just for them, but it's kind of like just for them.
right.
And then like, but you need like someone almost like more
This is for the
versatile
everyman.
for
Yeah.
the everyman. Yes, because it's like I'm not necessarily a supernatural entity fighting my demonic brother. I would love to be,
Right.
but like
But
yeah,
I
you
can
need like the
certainly
everymans.
relate to like I don't like my boss
It's
and
so good.
right.
What
And
a
I feel like
great
I'm being held
moment.
back. That's something everybody can relate to.
I'm hype as shit for what's about to happen because we
Now,
got like Rocky becoming the Rock, Mr. like Vince becoming Mr. McMahon, like the Undertaker and Kane. Like it's really
clicking on all cylinders. Yeah.
like
Uh,
turn in here, girl. I'm
no,
psyched.
100%. And we've also already like passed the point in the Monday Night Wars where Kevin Nash was interviewed, and at one point he's asked
Yes.
like, when did you feel like the tides turned? And he was like, when Mike Tyson showed
Tyson.
up on Raw. He like turned to whoever. He's like, ooh, got pretty cold in here. So
Hi,
we're seeing
Eric.
the momentum switch. We're already nope. Nope. Yes, we are past the um Sting Hulk Hogan debacle, which really kind of like let out a lot of air as far as both the NWO and Sting like angles. So you can see like WCW kind of like losing steam during this time. Um,
I'm like
Mm-hmm. Not a guy.
always love to see him.
So uh next that's going to take us into Triple H comes down to ringside and gets in Owen's face. He starts calling him out, he starts challenging his manhood, all this fun stuff, and then the kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back was the pie face, where he knocks Owen off of his chair. Owen, of course, is suffering essentially like either a severely sprained or broken ankle after
Decapitated
basically like
foot
landing on it
that they had to show us 14
sideways
times.
as they do. So they start fighting on like the outside. Owen, I guess, is incensed enough to accept the challenge. The match actually begins. It seems like Owen's getting, the first licks in. Triple H drags him into the ring post, and then China comes down with a baseball bat, smacks him in the ankle like she was like swinging for the fences. Uh, Triple H hits a sub
Louisville Slugger to both headlights.
literally. Triple H hits a submission, and then the referee calls it. It's a referee stoppage that ends the match. Triple H is then awarded the match and the European Championship. So yeah. So I don't know if it's just like Owens like more injured than we would like him to be, and that's why they had to remove the title from him, or if they're trying to just like make a little extra for the match at WrestleMania. Um,
Extra.
a little spice.
A little
Um,
roof.
no, so yeah, I don't know. I
It
hate
makes
to
me
see it,
sad.
but
I
if he
hate
is
to see
injured,
it.
then I understand it.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever. It's just like I just loved that he had it. Like it just I don't know, it meant something to me.
No, I understand. So that is going to take us into our next our next and I guess final little match fight,
Mm,
in-ring
whatever.
confrontation as they called it,
Yeah.
between Luna and Sable, which to me,
G-
why do
What?
we okay, first of all, why did we have to, if we were going to treat this interaction exactly the same as every other interaction that they have had, why did we have to have her come out and challenge to a fight?
I'm
Why did
not
we have
even
to have a
kidding.
backstage segment where Luna agreed to said fight? Only to have them go out there and have every official that has ever been hired by the WWF ever, like out there separating the two. Um,
Girl,
and like I was like, hello, like what are we doing? Why
it's
did we set up a fight if we weren't gonna let them fight?
it's literally goofball hour half past delusion. What in the ever living
Like,
shit like what was that? Because
why
I was
so
like,
many
okay, they're gonna settle
officials?
them down and then they're gonna like let like put them in the corner and then like let them actually go at each other for no. It was, and my thing is like if you were gonna stop the conflict to begin with, like why did you let her go out there and challenge her? Why did you let Luna respond
Or
and then
I I would have loved to have seen this as like a backstage like attack. I
yes,
you know what I mean?
yes,
Like
like
that would
scrapping
have
in the
been cool.
girls' room,
Right.
Swirly the sequel,
Or she
never
like,
forget.
like she like sees Luna like around the corner. She like grabs a flower vase or something, knocks her shit. Like something. Give me something.
Something. Give me the whip. Give me something.
But
Like,
if it's like, but to have them just like chase each other like quasi like around the ring while being separated by like 16 40-year-old men, like I'm good. Like I don't need it. Like
I'm good.
I'm
And
okay.
like, why have them legit, like you said, legitimately do entrances? Like, like Luna and Goldust did an entrance. Sable and Mark Miro did an entrance for them to just stop them from doing anything. It was so stupid. And then Sable like finally breaks through at one point and like tackles Luna and like gets some shots in or whatever. And then she's like, and like rips her clothes off. Ooh. How Sable's beautiful breasts do not fall out of that jumpsuit, I do not know. And thank God for, yeah, it has to be, right? Thank God for wardrobe tape. But it was, and then like Luna leaves, everyone boos, the crowd is chanting, let them fight. And like, it was so
like Sable's like
stupid.
knee is hurt some way,
For
somehow.
some random
Mark
reason.
Miro's just like not helping her, like trying to help her and just like dropping her. It was like
A
it
loser as
he
ever.
he looked like he was trying to like drag his screaming child like out of the movie theater. It was like not like I was like, that's not how you help your partner do literally anything.
No.
Just as a heads up, from me to you, Mark Miro, from me to you.
For me
Um,
to a lot of people. That's not how you handle that, by the
um
way.
crazy.
Let's have some couth.
So Sable's out there. Literally, at one point, she's like, "Will you help me up?" I hear it's caught up on the camera mic. She goes,
Help
"Can you
me
help me
up,
up?" And
dummy.
then Kane's music. Kane
Girl.
comes out, and literally, Kelsey is fuming. She's sitting in there, because she sees Mark Miro looking scared as shit, and she goes, "You better not. You better
I literally
not."
go, if this guy leaves this fucking girl behind for Kane, I am flipping this table.
No,
And guess
beach.
what?
Yes,
Guess
amazing.
what?
He done hightailed it out there.
Cartoon dust cloud.
He jumps over the top rope, is running away, literally turns back and go, "I'll get help."
Girl, you are help.
Girl,
You are my man.
get in there.
You'll get help. What do you have? What are you gonna go get? A tranquilizer gun? What are you
Big ick.
gonna do? Big ick. Ew. I knew it too. And the way it was literally like a cartoon, like the fire went off and he was like, boop, and
Yeah, no, literally.
like,
Goodbye.
oh,
So
you nasty.
100%. Paul Bear gets in Sable's face. He's laughing at her. He's like, "Oh, look at you,
And
stuck."
for what, by the way? Who are
Because he is who
you?
he is.
Oh, you
And
nasty.
then Undertaker blackout, Undertaker gongs. Love to see it.
Xavier and I were like, we heard the Undertaker gong and we were like, Undertaker was like women's rights. He was like, far be it from me to let.
I was like, Undertaker saw Barbie. Like,
He saw Barbie and understood the meaning of it and
no,
didn't.
fully. And like we're saying this like he's literally been married thrice. So like,
Boop. Yeah, no, Undertaker the character. Well,
right.
that
Women's rights.
let's not open that door, but
So funny.
oh
So,
my
so
god.
funny. So, when we finally see the Undertaker, he is standing on top of the Titantron.
Girl.
How'd you get there, girl? Tell me more.
Especially
Um,
because he like is the height of the Titantron.
no,
So now it was
literally.
just like
You're like, what the and he's like, he calls out Kane. He's like, I am gonna unleash an anger and a furious vengeance. He's like, I am going to take you down to eternal damnation. He's like, I felt your wrath. You're gonna feel mine. He's like, there's nothing left to do for you except to rest in peace. And then we get a wide shot. We get another Undertaker lightning bolt, and then it hits a casket that is propped up onto the stage. It bursts open, and there is a a Forever 21 mannequin dressed up like Kane, just sitting in the coffin, and then that gets lit on fire by the lightning strike, and the commentary team is doing their damnedest to be like, it's
oh
an
my
effigy of Kane. Like, do you see the
if
supernatural ability of the Undertaker? And you're like, oh yeah, girl, but that's a woman.
that
That's
mannequin has breasts. If
yeah.
that's an effigy of Kane, I am an effigy of Teddy Roosevelt. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean, bitch? Like,
Girl,
why?
what do you mean? It
I was
was
like, I
literally
was so it was so epic. We were like, it was like, oh, we were like, oh, I can't believe Kane's out here. Undertaker makes the save. He does this like roaring speech about eternal damnation, and then he hits a
Ugh.
doll. Come
Girl,
on.
and it was black and sparkly, and it was literally like
No, posed. I was like, Kane literally would never, um, could never, and we're just like, damn, like
oh, it was from Charlotte Rue's, the clearance sale after they closed. It
that
was
was it
like,
was wild.
and they were
So
like,
the
it's an effigy of Kane, and we were like,
no, that's a mannequin. I was like, I don't know who you're fooling, but it wasn't us.
no.
I
And
got
the thing is, it sucks because it was so fierce. Like the indoor lightning gets me every time.
Mhm.
The lightning takes off the door of the coffin. The
Oh,
lightning lights, Miss Thing on fire. It's so
it's beautiful.
crazy, but it's just like I was like, that's an effigy of Kane. She has titties. And like cool.
100%.
Like,
This is the second week in a row that we have gone into titties. And
well,
honestly, you're right. Who
it's
doesn't love
actually
titties more than gay men and women?
well, and it's true. And honestly, I feel like I talk about titties more than anybody else. Like,
Well, it's certainly not going to come from this camp. That's that's absurd.
you're like, no, that's all you.
Baby girl, that's all you. That's not my bag.
Oh my God. I can't. That was
Uh,
so funny. I
oh,
forgot about the mannequin.
it was so wild.
Oh,
Okay, guys.
girl.
This has been another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. Thank you so much for listening, liking, subscribing wherever you find us. Listen to the interviews that been putting out. If you haven't, it helps support the show. It helps support these independent wrestlers who are getting their
Yes.
name out there.
Yes.
And for Kelsey, I'm Xavier. We will catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.